Hi, this is John Timmerman from Good Monster, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about the power of building your personal brand on LinkedIn. Now, if you don't know what LinkedIn is all about, it's a social media network that allows professionals to connect, engage, and share content with one another. Now, currently it has about 230 million users, which is a pretty large number, especially because it specifically focuses in the professional demographic. It doesn't really go into the consumer side of things too much. But it's a highly engaging platform and allows you a great opportunity to connect with vendors, connect with potential customers, connect with other people in your industry to network and grow your own brand. Now, when approaching growing your brand and getting attention via LinkedIn, you want to make sure that you understand that it's an investment in your brand. It's not something that has anything to do with cold calling. So if you approach using LinkedIn like a cold call, you're going to get shut down and you're going to get some pretty not so great results. So when you approach building your brand on LinkedIn, you need to understand that this is a long-term investment in growing your brand. Just like any great business development professional out there, it's going to take time to build trust with your audience. Now, one of the most important things you need to start with when approaching to grow your brand on LinkedIn is to develop your core message, or what are you all about? What can people get from you, or what value can you provide to them when they visit your profile or when they consume a piece of content that you just shared? And you need to make sure that your core message is short, it's concise, and it's direct. It's very clear that this is what you do and this is what you stand for. And this will allow people to, no matter where they come in contact with you, they immediately understand what you're all about. The next thing you want to think about on LinkedIn is who's your target audience. When you're growing your LinkedIn brand or you're growing your LinkedIn connection base, you don't want to just go out there and connect with anybody, okay? Because your network now, yeah, sure, it might be big, you might have 2,000 connections, but when you share a piece of content, who is that really relevant to? If you are in the manufacturing industry and you share a piece of content that relates to manufacturing professionals, who in your connection base is that going to be relevant to? If you have teachers and other people as your connections, it's not going to really be relevant to them, and vice versa. If you are a connection with somebody who is in a profession that has nothing to do with your profession, you're going to see their content that they share, and it's going to clutter your newsfeed. So make sure that you have a targeted audience. Make sure that your connections are aligning with your core message so that you both are receiving the information that you want. The next step is to make sure that you know what people's pain points are. So if you've been in an industry for any period of time, you probably know what your customers are suffering from, what issues they're having, what pain that they're having, and what struggles that you might be able to help them solve. LinkedIn is no different. You need to make sure that you understand where the pain lies in your audience, and then make sure you're serving valuable content to help alleviate that pain. Now, as I said earlier, any good business development professional will tell you building trust is the most important part of building that relationship. And establishing that trust is very valuable, especially on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn just so happens to make this fairly easy for you by allowing you to make recommendations for other people, and that recommendation will go onto their profile. In turn, you can ask for recommendations from your connections. So if you have business connections out there that you had positive experiences with, make sure that you're reaching out to them and asking them, hey, would you mind writing a quick recommendation that I can post on my profile? This will provide people with what's called social proof. It serves the same purpose as a testimonial to you. Okay? It basically says to somebody visiting your profile that, hey, this person is a reputable source, you should check them out. And then finally, let's look at what type of content should you be posting on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn has two really powerful in-house types of content that you can share. One is, in about 2012, they bought the content sharing platform SlideShare, which is basically like on-demand PowerPoints. that you can share very quickly, you can share very easily, and anybody can use it to make content. So SlideShare is like the YouTube of PowerPoints. And they purchased this back in 2012, which means now it's very native, or it meshes with their platform very well. So creating these slideshows and then sharing them on your LinkedIn profile is a great way to quickly share content. Another capability that they launched just last year, just in 2014, is their publishing platform, which is basically an on-site blogging platform. So instead of just putting little tiny updates like you used to be able to do, now you can write full articles, you can embed videos, you can put pictures in there, you can link it to other things, other websites. It's a highly dynamic platform that you can use to elaborate on your thoughts, on your professional insights, and you can share this not only on your own profile, but it also allows other people to share it on their LinkedIn profiles, as well as tweet it out on their Twitter accounts, Google+, and a host of others. So remember, when trying to get attention and build your personal brand on LinkedIn, it's very important that you establish a core message, you know who your target audience is, and you deliver valuable content that allows you to build trust with your audience. And one other thing is, remember, you have to stay proactive. Just like any other platform that you use, whether you have a radio show, or you're doing TV commercials, or you're doing newsletters, whatever it might be, you have to make sure that you're proactively producing this content and making that connection with your audience. If you just post one thing on LinkedIn, that's not going to do a lot for building your personal brand. You have to continuously provide value and engage with your customers in order for LinkedIn to provide value for you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm John from Good Monster. We'll see ya.